Oh,
Is that mac and cheese?
mac and cheese. Let's go. It's so good. The potatoes is chupla. How do I look?
Okay. Hey guys.
Is this gonna make it to the bloopers? Oh, can we do this, the blooper thing, after, like, before each video?
Sure.
If there are bloopers.
Sure.
I don't want to force myself to bloop. I usually bloop.
You say a lot of random stuff, so I'm sure there'll be
Scene!
Welcome back. So we're gonna be doing mukbang. We still don't know how to say it, but mukbang part 2.
This might have to go to the bloopers again. I'm jamming out to Coco right now.
I'm not doing this again. So we got a bunch of questions that are definitely from people that watched the last video because they were very specific.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Like the views.
I heard y'all enjoyed and had a good laugh. So
when I'm at work, I go to the page and just, oh, we got 2 more views. And flip back.
Yeah, we got a couple more subscribers.
Did we?
37. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is when you're like starting at 0. Bless you.
Be blessed.
So
did we figure the subscriber goals? Remember we initially said, well, you get 50 subscribers, you get an extra battery, and then at 100, I guess a new camera.
We're not getting a new camera at 100. Like, that's not even close to what. You know what?
Maybe we'll interact with the peoples more. I like the interaction. I like keeping both sides active.
I think y'all enjoy the talking.
Well, we enjoy Baby. Babylicious, what are you doing over there?
We'll try to add one of these.
He's eating his num-nums.
I know, finally.
Get you some. I told you, it's got to start small. You just gotta...
We've thrown away like so many packages of num-nums that he just crumbled up. Anyways, I'm gonna start with a couple questions that I didn't get to answer in the last one from the people that asked the last time, just because I feel like if they ask, like, it's only fair for me to answer them in this one, and then I'll try to answer as many as I can.
You said it was good questions?
We got a lot of juicy questions. I'll see. I didn't read all of them because I wanted to kind of make it fair and be surprised, I guess, with you. But I did, I already obviously read the ones that we didn't get to answer the last video. So anyways.
Do you want to do food before we jump in?
Yeah, so like I said, we're going to do cowboy chicken today. And it smells really good, and I can't even smell all that great right now.
Family feast.
And then Gilberto apparently loves the enchiladas.
The enchiladas there are pretty legit.
He raves about these enchiladas.
I really do, and I don't like enchiladas.
And he doesn't eat enchiladas. So he got enchiladas. Do you want to open them?
I think the key is because they use all white meat.
Yeah, he doesn't like dark meat. I don't mind it. I love chicken, period. I don't care if it's dark. Right. Obviously, I like the white chicken, but
I sure you do. Oh yes, even the sauce, the tomatillo sauce. And again, I don't do much of the, what do you say? How do you say? Mexican food.
Any sauces really. So I'm surprised you like that.
Any sauces.
Oh yeah, and then like I know in the last video it looked like Gideon's trying to grab the food. He can't eat any like food. We tried.
He ain't got no teeth.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have teeth. 1,
no teeth.
And 2, he doesn't even want his little like Gerber foods. So yeah, we're not gonna give him food. Plus he doesn't. If I give it to him, he's not gonna eat it. He's just gonna play with it.
We'll work up to it, right? Right now he's still messing around with it.
And then Gilbert got a whole chicken. And it's all supposed to be white chicken, which is an extra $2.
All white meat plus $2.
And then we got some Mexican rice.
Spanish rice.
Spanish rice.
Don't want to disrespect my Ecuadorians.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese is pretty good.
And I wanted green beans. I love veggies, so I love my greens. And then, ooh, these smell delicious. Some green beans. I'm pretty sure they're just like sauteed green beans. And we got some rolls.
Pretty excited for the rolls.
We're not even worried about the weight gain with this because we've lost so much weight.
I can't fit into any of my pants.
Yeah.
And what I am not about to do is replace all those pants. So.
And then since it's considered a family feast, we got like all these. But it's just.
Yeah, this is definitely a family clan with 2 1/2.
Is it?
My son. Please eat the num-nums.
And then Gideon's still not feeling great with the teething, so we're just gonna let him do his thing.
But we would say he's a lot better with the fevers, right?
Yeah,
no
he's not having
fevers,
fever anymore. But he gets cranky because he's teething. It's like he knows we're talking about him. He's watching Coco, so if you guys hear it in the background like last time, that's the only way we'll get him to calm.
You have something to say?
Anyways.
Oh,
I thought I stick that in there. So one of the questions that we got the last time that I'll go ahead and answer them first. So this is for both of us.
Oh, okay.
No, it's for both of us. It's it says, any meltdowns from you or Gilbert? As a mom of 2, I've had a couple, physically or mentally.
You go first, go ahead. Mama Gina, I want to dive into these enchiladas.
I would say, I don't think I've seen Gilbert have a meltdown, but I'll let him speak for himself. I don't think I have. But then again, he's really good at keeping to himself about stuff like that. So, I have definitely had meltdowns. Like there are times where I'm like, I'm ready to go into the bathtub and just cry it out because it can get stressful with this guy.
I mean, I can imagine you being with him 24/7.
Yeah, being with him 24/7. Don't get me wrong. I love being with him 24/7, but
do you want to go back to work?
It gets rough.
You want to go back to work?
No.
Go ahead.
I just said I love being
good
with him. But it's rough. And I'm pretty sure every stay-at-home mom, or even moms at work, because you're at work all day, and then you come home and you have to cook, clean, do whatever you gotta do, and then take care of the baby. So it's like you don't really get a break either.
Is that what you want?
So, I mean, it's normal to have meltdowns, especially with 2 kids. And then I know you have, like, your girls are older. It's just 2 girls. So it's like, I can't even, and then you work, so it's like coming home to your 2 girls, like, no. Like, I think they're at the age where they're in school, so it's like, then having to help them with homework or keeping up with whatever they're doing at school. Yeah, don't feel bad if you have meltdowns. I honestly just, like, I either take a bath, or as soon as he gets home, like, I'll let him take over so I can kind of just breathe and have a moment to myself, because it'd be rough. It'd be rough. I don't know about you.
I have internal breakdowns where I'll just sit there, not really breaking character here with, you know, me, but just go through my thoughts and say, you dummy. Or just like, but it's more of meltdowns for myself, because again, I'm first time parent here. I don't know what to expect. I don't know a lot of things. I'm going with the flow. When I realize I've done something that wasn't the smartest, you know, I get upset at myself. But
you really wanted some mashed potatoes.
Not any like visual meltdowns. I just kind of keep it underneath here.
I think like he helped me putting him to bed and everything, and then he'll take a moment to himself in the living room while we like lay down and sleep.
Yeah, those 10-15 minutes are crucial, because you know, like you said, I go to work and that's stressful within itself, and sometimes there are rougher days than others. You just need a couple minutes to yourself, just to level everything off.
I think like it's one of those things where like there's some parents that think like, oh, the parents that stay at home have it easy because they're just home all day. And then there's the moms that judge the moms that work because they work and they're not home all day. It's stressful for both parties, because like just remembering like how stressed I was at work and then having to come home and then deal with everything at home, like I don't think I could do it. Like I would definitely have a meltdown.
You want to go back? Go.
We shall see. But yeah,
Bro.
we just have to find a way to, maybe like a glass of wine.
Look at my man's hands here. You got the num-nums everywhere.
Okay. Next question. Any advice for moms going through mom guilt? Ooh, that's a hard one.
You're gonna have to explain that one a little bit.
I think what they mean is like for example, like not wanting to go do things because you don't want to leave them but like alone for too long, or if you do things for yourself you feel bad because you should be with your kid kind of thing.
That's tough.
I can't really give advice because I would be lying if I said that I didn't have like the worst mom guilt. Like, I don't like doing anything. Even, like, he'll offer for me to go and do stuff. And I think I did it one time. I went shopping one time. And then, like, I love being out and just, like, do my thing by myself. But as soon as I got back, it's like I felt so bad because I was like, I didn't even, like, of course you think about it, but you're just enjoying yourself. And you're like, should I have been enjoying myself that much because my child wasn't with me? So, I think the only thing you have to tell yourself is, don't feel bad for going to get a massage or going on like on a weekend trip. Like, we have a weekend trip coming up, and
We can get
I
into more
keep
detail.
thinking about, I can think about it. But anyway, like, you have to tell yourself you have to take care of yourself first in order to be able to take care of them. Because you're not being helpful if you're just stressed or tired or just like in a bad mood. Like, you have to take a break and just.
And that would show. I mean, if you raise a baby and your crankiness, you know, you're gonna raise a cranky baby. You know, we try to.
They can feed off of you.
Oh, absolutely.
Your mood,
We try to be as happy as possible here for the little guy, so he can just, you know, be raised in a fun environment, not really necessarily being always down. You know, because he can definitely sense the mood.
Yeah. But I mean, just think about how happy you feel after you get home. Like, you're happy to see them. And you want to interact, you want to play with them. You're like ready to recharge. Like, you're recharged pretty much.
How many times have I offered like a spa day or a weekend for you to? I've never offered.
No, I said yeah.
Oh, jeez, okay. Like I would tell her, you know, go take a day for yourself, go to the movies, go get your nails done, whatever. She just doesn't want to. Just doesn't want to. She likes being with the unit.
But it's also because when he works and then he comes home and it's all about, like, either he spends time with Gideon and I'm doing my thing over here, and then we go to bed. There's like no time for us to like really interact. Like, it's everything's like we do activities together, obviously, like we bathe and things like that. But so on the weekends, whenever he doesn't work and he's home, that's like the little time that we have to like spend together. So it kind of feels weird for me to like just leave and go do my thing for the day. So it would, I don't know, it'd be something that we just have to figure out. But yeah, I don't know.
You gotta take care of yourself, mothers. You're the glue. The glue.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be stressed all the time around your child or
No, if you
take
want
it out on them.
You want to flip flop, you know. I'd be stay at home and you be.
Yeah, he's been loving that idea.
Boy, these videos would be on and popping.
Oh, this one's for you. Is Gilbert jealous of your exes?
Boy, it's another tough one. These are good questions. These are good questions.
I think this might have came up because that was a question from you last time. And then, yeah.
I would say I didn't know the gents per se. But, so it was tough to be jealous of something that you don't know of or about.
Very true.
So I wouldn't say necessarily jealous. Now, if we want to open up Pandora's box and speak on some stuff, the only thing that bothered me is she was more the gal that you know hung out with a lot of males.
I think a lot of girls can relate to that because girls were messy back in high school.
I don't know.
And can I just add? I started school like mid-year. Like, everybody knew each other, and I just started school. Like, I had just moved here, so I didn't know anybody. And you know how it is whenever you first move. Like, everybody's jealous of you because everybody wants to talk. Like, people want to talk to you. And so girls were so mean to me because I guess I was taking attention. I don't know. And so I didn't really see it as a bad thing because it's like, am I gonna go hang out with girls who talk about me, you know, and I know about it, or am I gonna just have a relaxing just time with guys? Aren't like that.
That was my only.
And they were all honestly just friends. Like all the friends that I had, like it's not like I dated them and then they were around and it was disrespectful.
We were all in high school. We all know what happens throughout those years, especially with males. Puberty hits others real hard. They were just friends. I'm sure they were. I'm sure they mind your company. Sure.
Yeah.
But that was my only.
Plus, like, once like I broke up with someone, we never hung out. Like that was it. Like I never want to see you again, kind of thing. So it's not like he had to deal with them being around or anything.
Besides, I'm not jealous of anything. You know, this is the total package right here.
He was for a little bit though. Like he was crazy. Like he would make me feel like he's kind of crazy.
Well, whenever you prefer to hang out with your buddies.
That's not true.
Over me.
It's not true. We're not gonna.
But you know, again,
decide to hang out
again
with who over who.
Ooh.
So
Shots fired. Part 3.
So he didn't know any, so I didn't know, right?
No, but again, I'm not really. I will say I was a jealous type of just the fact that there was a lot of guys around her, but I think that's normal. I mean, who wants to see their lady
That's true.
with dudes all the time?
I can see that.
Just a normal kind of transformation, or.
He's not jealous now, though, at all. Like at all.
You're a responsible adult.
I am a responsible adult.
Hold you to your own actions.
Which is good because there's some guys that are like psycho. Like they get jealous because a guy looks at a chick and it's like, you should be happy that they're looking at her.
Let her live. Show her off. Stand up and do a twirl. I try.
Well, there was 2 parts to it, I guess. Is Gilbert jealous of your exes, and what made him different from the others?
Oh, dude,
Ooh.
raffle off. Get the list. You're gonna do one of these. Look at the list. Yeah. So he was handsome, tall,
I dated
not too
handsome,
dark,
tall guy.
not too light. Good hair, good jeans. Hey, Gideon, how them jeans treating you? Good, good. I hear you, dog. Was good conversationally. Good wholesome man.
I would say there's a lot of things, but
What
the main things I guess would be like, well, one, he wasn't on me. Like he didn't even notice who I was, kind of thing.
reverse
So
psychology.
I was never, I wasn't used to that at all. And then even when we were talking, he was like trying to be my friend, and I'm like, I ain't trying to be your friend. I got plenty of friends. And
My man, you better watch out.
and then I don't know, he just wasn't like,
Even to this day, I'm out of the ordinary. I'm unique. That's the best way I can describe it. Unique.
he's very quiet. Like he was very quiet. He wasn't like
I was very
crazy. And like
Do you remember the first time, this is my question. First time you tasted alcohol?
do I remember the first time I tasted alcohol?
Tasted.
Yeah.
I was like 18. You heathen. 18, and I was forced because I had no interest.
He was forced to do a lot of things for.
That's true. That's very true.
But anyway. Like, I guess because like in high school, like, I'm pretty sure if you're a girl you can relate. Like every dude was trying to get in your pants. And he didn't.
And
I mean, later on I found out it was because, you know, he had no experience with the ladies.
And I was supposed to be happy for you to hang out with all them dudes that only had bad intentions.
Again, I didn't. I mean,
Sure.
so yeah, that was a relief because I was like,
I like to
I ain't spreading.
I like to get to know the core of you. Once the core is known, you can work your way out to the limbs.
This is funny. So can we get an approximate on the wedding? Should we expect a year or 2? And do you have a theme?
You know what? We can do this right now. What time of year? I don't know nothing about weddings.
That's funny.
Christmas? I don't want it to be hot. I don't want it to be cold.
I have a theme.
And
I've had a theme for the longest.
We're not doing it in the dadgum Dominican.
No.
Good.
No, like I'm talking about like a theme. Like,
I'm talking about
like
that.
With a decoration kind of thing. Like what do you want?
We're staying in the US of A. Ooh.
I guess.
Disney World. We'll go full-blown cliche and just get married. right there. It's still a destination wedding. We will still miss out on a bunch of people that don't want to go, which is
This people does keep sending me
fine with me.
saying congratulations on your engagement and trying to plan my wedding. I don't know why. So that'd be funny. But yeah.
Yeah, go ahead with your thing. Ooh, Frozen? Sorry.
I've always known that I didn't want to get married in the summer because it's freaking hot and I ain't trying to sweat and be gross. It would definitely, I think December would definitely be a good month just because he loves December.
I love, barring any sickness.
And then I've always wanted like a, I don't even know how to describe it, like in a,
Under the sea?
no, kind of like, I guess you could see an enchanted kind of thing where it's like all,
Like Back in the Future?
no,
I think that's what it was called.
no. If
It
you
was
guys have
the
ever
Enchantment
seen
Under the Sea.
Enchanted, just Enchanted period, like princess kind of thing.
I was gonna say, I don't even know what
If you guys have
that
ever
means.
seen like any pictures, and I saw this because of the emails that I keep getting. If you guys have ever seen any pictures of like the Disney weddings, how they decorate, like their decor, it's all like white and it looks like the snow enchanted kind of thing. That would be, I think that would be like really pretty because it would be in December, so you could get away with doing something like that. Now, as far as when, that we can't really give you an approximate because weddings, to plan weddings, it takes time if you want something good because venues are hard to book. Like there's venues where you have to wait for at least a year.
That's true, they're hot.
And if we waited this long, we're not gonna rush it. We might as well do whatever we want.
That's true.
And then
I will say this, if for some reason we hit the lottery tomorrow, getting married within the month.
no.
Oh yeah, you just throw it together.
No. Happening in December. Obviously, it's not gonna be this December.
It
So-
could.
I need my ring first.
It's February, man.
So just because we're saying, so just because I said we didn't have to get married now, doesn't mean I don't want my ring. Let's just clarify that. Because after that's when you start planning. If you start planning now, you're gonna look dumb planning with no, you're not engaged. So.
Stupid.
Yeah, you look stupid. And I ain't trying to.
That's fine.
But yeah, it would definitely, I would love December or like end of November, like those colder months. And I think he would agree. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. I don't know. I can't tell you if it's gonna be in a year or two.
We'll see.
I really don't know.
We have to pick a band, a ring first. Still undecided.
No, I know what kind of ring I want.
This is news to me. I guess we're gonna have a discussion tonight.
But yeah. Soon, like you said, soon.
Time for this.
You said you don't tolerate cheating and you would rather him leave if he's unhappy. Dang. Wouldn't it hurt more than if he cheated and you never found out?
Excuse me.
I'm assuming the question is for me because I say
Yeah, I mean, it would drastically hurt me if all these lies through time. But again, I don't know, man.
no.
Can you carry?
It wouldn't hurt more if he left than if he cheated because you can say like they're not gonna find out. They're gonna find out at some point. Like it always comes out, especially with women. Women are like, when you know there's something going on, most of the time, I mean, unless you're crazy, but most of the time you're right. So no, I mean, I think that it would feel so much worse finding out like somebody's like they went behind your back or. You want the green bean?
Oh, we are tired.
No, he's been well. Do you
Don't
want
worry,
the green bean?
Daddy's got a nap for you.
He's like at the microwave. But yeah, I think it's more hurtful to find out somebody like betrayed your trust later on, and then on top of that, like somebody knows. So it's like if you're over here talking about how good someone is, and then somebody's like knows that they're not, then it makes you look dumb. That's like my worst fear, like looking dumb talking about somebody, and then it's like. So no, I would much rather him be like, I'm leaving than
Baby's coming with me.
And then I don't know why people always question that, but it's like what is, like, if you're gonna cheat, right? You have to think about it. You have to think, like, are you willing, like, is the cheating gonna be worth it, like losing what you have? Because if they do find out, most of the time they're gonna leave you. So if it is, then why are you gonna cheat? Just leave the person and go do your thing.
Hey, I would say shout out to those that don't and work it out.
Yeah.
Because it's different situations, but it's a strong group, strong individuals to...
Yeah, because
Especially
there's
if it's just
temptation
one-sided.
everywhere.
Yeah.
There's temptation everywhere. Like, but I can honestly say that I've never thought about it.
Well,
Cheating on
cheating?
Yeah, I've never thought about
takes
it.
so much effort.
Now, do I look? Of course you look. There's good looking people
Handsome
everywhere.
individuals,
But not to the point where I would be like, yeah, I would totally do. No, like, it's never crossed my mind.
You know, we should play that game where you have your past with celebrities, which I think is silly because it's all make believe. But if you stumble upon, like, I don't know, Tom Cruise of 10 years ago, boom, pass.
Oh yeah, but no, like, and that's why I find it hard to say that, you know, you should forgive someone, because it's so hard to. You have to, like, the excuses that these people give, like, oh, like, I wasn't thinking, or they provoked me, like, those aren't really. You have the time to think. And then if you're drunk, who put themselves in that situation? You did. So it's still your fault. You know what you're doing when you're out there. So no, I don't. I still don't condone it. So.
You never condone cheating.
Nope.
It's okay. It's okay. Can I get your mouth, you nasty? Dangerous.
Did you go through postpartum depression, and how did you deal with it? That's like
Scary.
too long to, like.
Scary.
That's a lot, and I think it's a sensitive subject because people go through postpartum depression, like, differently. Yeah. So I would say if I ever talk about it, it's gonna be like a whole video about that.
Standalone video. I agree.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth it, because that's a hot ticket, you know, with women that had babies and a child, and
because it's hard and a lot of people don't talk about it. And now I understand. Like, before I would be like, why don't they talk about it? Like, why won't they? Like, the statistics are, like, so low when they should be much higher because people don't talk about it. And now I'm like, I understand why they don't talk about it, because you're scared that people are going to think that you're not capable of taking care of your child because you're going through postpartum depression, which is not in all true. Like, it's not.
Remember when I would ask you, how was your postpartum depression?
Yeah, don't be asking that.
And I never got an answer.
Like, because
we gotta talk things through.
Yeah, but you can tell someone if you're going through something, you know, talk to somebody, and if they want to talk to you, cool. But it's like I said, it's a sensitive subject, and it's not easy to talk about it. So if I do talk about it, we'll talk about it in a different video.
Well, now I'm scared. Are you still postpartum?
I don't think that you recover from postpartum until at least a year in, to be honest, because your body's still changing.
And you want to go through this again? For another joyful little baby? I guess.
Oh, which is the next question. Do you guys plan on having more kids? If so, what would you prefer, and do you have names? Luka.
With the little...
So, I don't know if you guys remember,
squiggle.
but he said no girls.
I really don't want to.
I think, like...
I really don't want to. I don't have the energy.
I honestly don't mind at this point what it is.
But, you know...
Would I love another boy? Of course, because I feel like boys are just... Like, they're mama's boys. Like, they're so... I don't know.
Sure is.
But then again, like... Girls are just more sassy. And there's a lot of women that say they love being moms to girls, which is, you know... I'm sure, you know, I would love it if it happened, but... I would definitely prefer a boy, and I know he would definitely prefer a boy.
Every time we have a conversation of that nature, and I can't, I just wouldn't want to.
He's been saying that since high school. So whenever we found out it was a boy, I was like...
There was a tear. Definitely a tear.
Like, it was the funniest thing because it's like, I wanted it to be a boy because I've always wanted a boy. But at the same time, it's like, if it would have been a girl, it would have been so funny because he's been saying I can't have girls.
I would.
And his mom, by the way, his mom wants a girl so bad. Like, she's been asking us about a girl since this guy was like 4 months old. So, yeah. And then we have a middle name. That's not gonna be the first name.
Yeah, it's gonna be the middle name.
But we don't have a first name. We're terrible with having names. Like,
are we gonna keep them with the G's?
We might.
That'd be dope.
I think so.
What's a girl name with G?
Ooh, I don't know. The only reason why I don't like planning those things out is because I feel like I know a lot of women like to plan everything out, like their wedding, their baby names before they're even in like relationships. I don't like that because if it doesn't happen, I feel like you build the whole thing in your head and it's hard when it doesn't. And we didn't know if we were gonna be able to have kids. We didn't know if we were gonna get married, if we were gonna stay together. So for me to plan all that out, it's just harder to move on, I guess.
After 10 years, you didn't know we were...
No.
Wow.
He's crazy. And then with this whole like, we didn't even talk about marriage till recently. And we didn't even talk about it. It was just kind of like we're joking around like about, because this is a promise ring, by the way. Like, oh, I need a new ring.
Well,
we came into a let's go look at rings out of nowhere. It wasn't like we sat down and talked about it. And now we're all of a sudden talking about it, but we've never really sat down.
You know, you should have brought it up.
And I think the last question is, who said I love you first?
Ooh, no.
That was so long ago, guys.
Do not test my knowledge because my memory is
all of a sudden his memory is back.
terrible.
I don't know.
I want to say that I said it to force her to say it, and it worked.
It's like, it wasn't in person, was it?
No.
I think it was like through text message because I didn't see him often. Like if we were out of school, I wouldn't see him because his mom kept him locked up. So
School, practice, home,
yeah,
repeat 365 days.
Yeah, I didn't even get to meet his parents till he was like, he graduated college.
Oh yeah, that took a while.
Like at his college graduation. And I mean, we're close now.
You know,
like,
that's a funny story because every time I would go out and I'd be with her, I would just say, hey, I'm with a friend, you know. And I only had one really good friend back in the day, and he got such a bad rap with my mother because I would always be out, you know, out late, and she'd be like, what could you possibly be doing so late with this guy? Jordan, besties. But, you know, sorry for that. It had to be done, but it was...
Shout out to Jordan. We used to go hang out at his house.
Felt bad for Jordan. But I think my parents now have really accepted him for who he is.
He's not gonna change. Jordan is Jordan. He wouldn't be who he is if he
He's a good man. He's a licensed attorney.
I would say...
Is that easy? No, it's not.
The love that he has for this guy, just for that, I just can't let Jordan go.
Well, it's mutual love. My man,
yeah, but he's not afraid to say it and show it and yell it off.
We've known each other before you came along, and
yeah.
I
met Jordan the same day I met him, so
good genuine friendship. It's hard to find.
Yeah,
hard to find.
So yeah, I don't remember, to be honest. I mean, it might be like he's...
But again, you're young. We're 17, 18. We didn't know what love was. We thought we knew. We thought we knew.
Yeah.
But it's like once you're an adult, you know what love is, right? Pumpkinlicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you clean the stove. That's love. Put the seat back down.
When he starts farting in front of you, being comfortable with it, and you're okay with
camera? On camera?
Bloopers.
Come on. That's my private life. I guess we should have joined YouTube, eh?
But yeah.
You want? I can tell. I use the restroom without a shirt. Is that what you want me to tell you? My deepest, darkest secrets.
It's hard, you guys.
I go shirtless inside. Yeah. Is that strange? Maybe. I don't know.
Look, baby.
What's up, handsome? We're gonna say hi to the folks. Let me see.
But yeah, I think we answered a lot of questions.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It was a good part too.
Yeah. I think today we don't have as much energy there.
I'm exhausted.
So Berto just got home from work.
Traffic was rough. Friday traffic, what a mess.
But he stopped by. He got the cowboy chicken.
Had to get the cowboy chicken. Didn't want to let the peeps down.
Oh, I think I had gotten a question. I don't think I answered it, but about like what he thought about me starting the YouTube. And as you guys can see, he'll do anything. He really does anything that like I want to do.
Man,
like,
if you
whatever
enjoy
keeps
this role,
me happy when I'm home, like he's all for it. Even if he thinks it's dumb, he won't tell me. But I'm pretty sure sometimes he's like, I don't know what she's trying to do.
Never think. You remember when you started your cups?
Yeah.
And I went hammer on the cups too.
He goes all into my ideas.
Come on, I had ideas to do cups too. Now it just turns out you need a lot of time to do the cups.
Yeah, we didn't think that.
But
it was
again,
gonna be that
you
much
want to do the cups, you do the cups.
Yeah, so he's very supportive.
Hey,
like,
if anybody wants to order some cups, if you guys want.
He's supportive. He does, and I don't know if he thinks it's because I'm depressed, like going through the postpartum depression that helps.
Not at all.
But
you must gather interests in one another. Now I'm gonna throw this out there. She's never been supportive of my shoe.
I don't think chicks.
But it's an interest. It's a hobby.
Yeah, but it's a lot of money.
It's a little.
Guys,
it's
like,
a little expensive of a hobby. But come on. Ooh, can we do a shoe review? I don't think these folks would.
He
be
just goes
interested in
hammer on buying like shoes.
Self?
He used to. I will say you got better since baby.
I haven't bought any shoes.
He hasn't bought any shoes. If he buys shoes, there's actually shoes that he'll wear every day.
They lace.
But I'll never understand how they buy these expensive shoes and then just sit in the box. Like, I just don't get it.
They are art pieces.
Yeah, I don't get that.
My
like
guy.
Like maybe I can get him to sell his shoes and then we'll give you a good wedding date then.
Man, I would if you want to see a part of me just drift away, then sure.
I don't even think. How often do you see those shoes? Because I think they're at your mom's house.
They are at my parents' home, and I don't see them.
He just looks at the boxes. I think in his mind, as long as he sees those boxes there.
Yeah,
I'm trying to understand. I understand because obviously I haven't made. We joke around about it, but I would never make him sell his shoes.
Bro,
like,
what are you doing, homie? That's too hard.
But yeah, guys. I think that'll be all for today.
Again, thank you guys for suggesting a part 2.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if you guys have more suggestions for videos. Again, we don't mind doing things.
I think a lot of you guys follow me on Instagram because I usually get, you guys don't comment on the videos, but you guys send me like messages, and that's fine. Like, you guys want to send me messages through Instagram, that's cool. Like, as you guys can see, he doesn't mind it. He likes being on them. So if you guys want to see more of him doing something else, like that's cool too. I know we're gonna have a busy weekend, so we're gonna try to get all that.
We're gonna have a busy weekend this weekend. We don't really do much on weekends. But then again, we were like that before Gideon. Like, all we wanted to do was just relax. We're quiet folk. I think the highlight of our social life was watching movies and dinner.
Yeah, we like spending time.
Get it together, work it out.
It's okay, baby. We like spending time quietly together. So I think that's one thing that we can agree on.
It was a Netflix and chill, but it was more like Netflix and go to sleep.
Yeah, we nap a lot. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. We'll be back soon, and
with more baby.
We'll try to show Gideon more because I think he'll be a bit better once he gets through the teething phase. But thank you guys for watching. Say bye.